700 MNVN. Hold on. MNVN. Yes, that's that's the right name. And this is obviously the orange colorway. It also comes in a triple black colorway, but I decided to go for these ones instead because I just feel like they're a lot more vibrant, and in terms of like styling, I think they could look really, really cool. I picked this up from StockX recently, so I thought I'll just give you guys a closer look and let you guys know my thoughts about them. And if I'm being completely honest, when I first unboxed them, I was a little bit underwhelmed. I feel like it just looks a little bit cheap. But having said that though, when it's on feet, I feel like it looks really, really cool. We all know this is a different version of the 700s. So instead of the multi-layered upper that we're used to seeing on all the other 700s, this just has a polyester upper. Well, hold on, I read a thing on the Adidas website before. Let me just bring it up to see what they describe this as. It says it features an upper composed of lightweight polyester with no sew overlays, offering enhanced breathability, flexibility, and comfort. Now, I don't know too much about the breathability aspect of it because I obviously have not worn these out yet. I've just been walking around at home with them, but they seem fine. They are very comfortable, and obviously because it is more of a lightweight polyester, it is very flexible. But if I had to pick between the other 700s, I'll probably go for like the V1s or the V2s or even the V3s, to be honest. I just feel like these just look very... I don't know. If I had to choose, I'll pick the other ones. But having said that though, this colorway is really, really nice. I feel like it is such a look. Another key detail about the 700 NMVN is that it doesn't have like your traditional laces. It has this like bungee cord lacing with like this elastic bands. And when I first saw these, I thought about my dad immediately because he has been about this like elastic laces for the longest time. Like he's not a fan of like tying shoelaces, and he's always been trying to put like elastic bands on my shoelaces just to make it easier that I don't have to tie my shoelaces. Personally, for me though, I have to say that I'm not the biggest fan of this particular lacing system because it doesn't give you a lot of control in terms of like tightening or loosening the laces. Like it is a set lace, but it also makes it more convenient because your lace will never come undone, and it's more of a slip-on sneaker, so you can look at it both ways. Another thing is that you won't be able to swap out your laces unless you cut these off and change it out. That is a possibility if you want to do that, but I think for now I'll just leave mine as it is. Like I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't really dislike it that much to cut it off. One of the key details would definitely be the 3M detailing on the sneaker. So obviously if you take a photo with flash or if you're in low lighting, you can really see these details come through, and it does look very, very cool. I like how they've done it in the 3M sort of silver colorway, whereas on the triple black pair, it just looks like an all black sneaker, which again could look quite cool, I think, but the details definitely shine through when you take a photo with flash, and I really love that about this particular silhouette. And like I said before, I went for the orange colorway because I just think it's really bright and really vibrant. If I'm not mistaken, they will be coming out with 2 other colorways this year, hopefully. So there's a neon like green colorway called Phosphor, and also a bone colorway. And based on the images, I feel like those are quite a vibe, and I'll definitely... Who's calling me? Hold on, let me answer that. Hello? Okay, yeah, I'll come down now. Thank you. I think I got another parcel from StockX, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and the parcel is actually not what I expected it to be. It is from StockX, but it is not my sneakers. So the sneaker I was expecting were the Nike Vapor Max CPFMs, but it's in this really, really small package, so they're definitely not sneakers, but I think I already know what they are. I'm sorry, by the way, for this little interruption, but they're just like some Nike socks. I'll show you guys quickly, and then we can get back to the NMVN review. But yeah, these are pretty cute. Hold on, let me show you guys. So there you go. They are just the Cactus Plant Flea Market and Nike socks. I think they are quite cute. I've never actually seen them in person, but I just decided to pick them up from StockX recently. So that is what it looks like. But anyway, sorry about the interruption. Let me just sanitize my hands quickly. Yeah, it was really funny because when I get my orders from StockX, they always put it under my like YouTube name, which is Monsieur Banana. And so when the delivery man rang up my buzzer, he was just like, I have a parcel for Monsieur Banana, and I'm like, yes, that's me. But anyway, back to the 700s. I can't really remember what I was talking about prior to this. So was I talking about laces? I don't know. But anyway, let's move on to fit. So in terms of sizing, I find that these do fit a little bit small. So I went for a size 6.5, which is half a size up from my true to size, and I feel like they fit fine. They are quite of a snug fit, so I would definitely recommend going half a size up just to be on the safe side, like what I did. When I'm in doubt in terms of sizing, I generally go half a size up because I feel like when your sneakers are too small, there's not too much you can do, whereas if they're a little bit big, you can always put an insole or wear thicker socks. So I went for 6.5 and they feel fine. However, because they do have this like bungee cord lacing, I find that it is a little bit tight around here. If you have a high arch on your feet, I feel like you might find it to be a little bit too tight in terms of the sneaker like pushing onto your feet. I'm so bad at describing these, guys. I'm so grateful that you guys still watch my reviews, even though sometimes I feel like I'm so bad at describing things. Prior to receiving these sneakers, I didn't actually watch any reviews about them, and then the other day I watched Seth Fowler's video as well as Brad Hall. I love both of their channels so much, and I love Brad Hall so much. His videos are so good and I am always really entertained when I watch him, so I really love him. But anyway, I watched their videos and I think they're really great. And they pretty much covered everything that I covered as well. Now moving on to the midsole of the sneaker, you can see that it is the standard 700 midsole as well as the outsole. I like how they've gone for just a tonal black colorway, and of course it does feature boost as well, so you can be assured they are very comfortable. Another thing to note though is that with these particular 700s, it just has a very thin insole. It doesn't have the ortholite insoles that you find in the other 700s. On feet though, I feel like they're still fairly comfortable. I don't have any complaints there. Now obviously the price point is a little bit higher in terms of the retail price point compared to the previous 700s, so I'm sure they have made some adjustments to the sneaker to accommodate to that price point, but I think mainly it is the upper of the material. It is just this full seamless polyester kind of vibe, but like I said, I do find it to look a little bit cheap when you're just looking at the sneaker as it is, but when you have it on feet, I feel like it is a huge improvement, and I actually really like these on feet, and I'm glad I got the orange colorway. The only thing though is that on the medial side, you can see here that is not much happening here. Like on the other side, you see the 700 sort of graphic in this motocross font kind of vibe, which I think looks really cool, whereas on the medial side it's just orange, but at the same time, like, you know, it's on the inside part of your shoe, so I guess it's not that noticeable. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the 700 MNVN. Also, another thing to note is that you'll find that on the box itself, it doesn't actually say Yeezy anywhere. Now I know it's a very minor detail, but you can see here it just says 700 MNVN, whereas I have another pair of 700s here. This is my 700 V2 Statics, and you can see here it says Yeezy Boost 700, whereas on the MNVN it doesn't have any sort of Yeezy branding at all, so I'm not too sure why they did that. However, on the sneaker it still has the Adidas and Yeezy branding on the insole of the sneaker. And yeah, I hope I'm not missing out on any detail that I wanted to tell you guys about. I think I covered like the reflective details. I think that's really cool. The one thing though that I cannot figure out about these sneakers is the meaning of MNVN. So some people are saying it means minivan. When I think about minivan, I just think about that line from one of his songs.
Then your fat friend, her nickname is Minivan.
But I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean minivan, because if you look at all the previous Yeezy colorways, he always comes up with the names that are not that, I guess, common in terms of colorway. Like, you know, like the 700 V3, for example, they were called Azale. We've had like names like Tephra and Antlia and Landmark, and you know, like just very uncommon names. And I feel like MNVN cannot stand for minivan. So I did like a deep dive into trying to figure out what that meant. If you guys didn't know, this particular sneaker was designed by Christian Tressa and Stephen Smith, so they're both really iconic footwear designers. So what I did is that I went through their Instagram trying to see if there was any hints in terms of what MNVN could be, and I found nothing. So then I started like googling stuff, and then like some stuff came up saying like MNVN could be in relation to like quantum mechanics, and I'm like, maybe it could be that, because you know, he had a sneaker called Quantums, the basketball pairs, and then there were also some things saying MNVN could have some symbolism in terms of like Hebrew or like Greek mythology. So obviously I spent too much time like deep diving into trying to figure out what MNVN means, and after all that research I found nothing. So I feel like the whole thing that I just told you about was completely pointless, so I'm so sorry. But if any of you guys know what MNVN means, please let me know in the comments below. But I feel like this particular sneaker, we've seen images of it for quite a while now. I think back in the day there was like a neon pair, and I'm pretty sure Kanye tweeted about it one time. So it was the kind of sneaker that I almost thought would never release, like it could just be a sample pair. And also when I first saw images of it as well, I just thought like it was a little bit too much. Like I feel like the 700 like branding was just too much like 700s. But now that I have them in hand, I feel like it's a kind of sneaker that needs to be styled quite well to look cool. But I'm not mad that I picked up this pair of sneakers. I actually really like them, and I've been trying to add a little bit more color to my sneaker collection. Not that I need to add any more things to my sneaker collection, but I'm really glad that I picked up a pair. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the 700 MNVN. And again, if you know what MNVN means, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know whether you'll be picking up a pair as well. I'll leave a link down below where you can pick it up. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Thank you so much for watching, and again, I hope you enjoyed my low quality on-feet shorts. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye! So I just reviewed the footage of the video I just shot and realized my hair has been extremely messy this whole time. And I didn't know, and I'm really sorry about that, guys. I look like I just woke up, right? But my hair is just really messy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. Thank you for watching. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you guys... Why did I say guys so many times? Obviously, we're all out at... I was trying to play with that whole like flex from home. It's going to be about the Yeezy 700 MNVN. I obviously chose. Now I don't know too much about the breathability. I can't say that word.